Hi, Internet. I'm JS. Thanks for tuning in. There's a lot of things I want to talk about today, so I'm going to try to, make every subject quick so I can cover a couple different things. Where should I even start? The first thing, actually, I want to talk about is Danica Patrick. Um, there's still talks about her, coming over to NASCAR and what she's going to be doing. Is she going to be renewing a contract? Is she staying in Indy? Is she moving teams? So on and so forth. You know, uh, I hate to break it to everybody, but Danica Patrick isn't coming to NASCAR. She did this the same. She did the same exact same thing last time. But last time her contract was up, she shopped herself around. She told everybody, "Oh, maybe I'm going to join NASCAR." Just to make everybody, crap their pants a little bit. Oh, maybe she's going to be leaving Indy. Let's give her some extra money. Well, I don't think she's coming over to NASCAR now. I do, however, she thinks she will be changing teams. It sounds like Chip Ganassi is actually willing to pay a whole lot of money to get over in his team. Now people are saying, oh, well, if Chip Ganassi gets him over there, maybe she'll, do a couple races in NASCAR, this and that. I don't think so. Chip's even said himself publicly that he's going to want her to concentrate on her IndyCar career and to be successful. Because frankly, Danica Patrick, I think, is a bigger marketing deal than a racer. Yeah, a pretty face. She's a girl in racing, first girl to win a race in Indy. But realistically, she hasn't been that successful. She's won one race. It was a fuel mileage race. It was a win nonetheless, but it was a fuel mileage win, and that's it. She hasn't really done much other than be on TV and be in magazines and seeing her pose in her bikinis and this and that. So in any case, Bill from Four Wides presented some very convincing evidence that or of why we would want to see Danica in NASCAR, but I don't think it's going to happen. The next thing I want to quickly talk about is the nationwide COT. Uh, I just read an article from Jeff Hammond from Fox Sports, who says that Ford is leading the way with the Mustang in the Nationwide series and how it looks so much to the production car. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, Jeff. The Mustang that was presented looks nothing like the production car. And I think you seem to forget that Dodge has already announced that they're going to be fielding Challengers next year in the Nationwide Series as their COT. And it looks a whole lot more like the production Challenger than the Mustang looks like the production Mustang. You guys tell me. I think everybody's seen the pictures. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think it's great. I think Chevy should definitely think about fielding Camaros. But Ford really needs to look at making that nose look a whole lot more like the production Mustang. That's just me. I think the Nationwide Series should be completely different, a completely different racing series than the Cup Series. I'm not a big fan of a baby Cup Series. I have no problem with Cup drivers wanting to race in the Nationwide Series, but at least make the cars different. Make them different enough that if I have a choice between watching the truck race and watching the Nationwide race, well, maybe I'll want to watch the Nationwide race because right now I don't. Right now I just want to watch the truck race instead. In any case, it also looks like Felipe Massa is going to be coming out of the hospital soon, so that's great news. It also looks like his eye is actually not as bad as they originally thought. So that's awesome news. I wish, and everybody, my family, everybody that I talk to wishes him nothing but the best. In the meantime, it sounds like we're going to be seeing Michael Schumacher make a return, at least temporarily, to Ferrari. So that's going to be a little bit, well, not strange, but it's going to be interesting to see how he does if he can kickstart a Ferrari. Since I guess everybody knows Ferrari hasn't really been doing too well this year in F1. So we'll have to see what happens with that. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, and I know I'm going to hit a nerve here with a lot of people, but it's the Dale Earnhardt Jr. thing. I keep reading stuff on how this is the reason why Junior's not performing. That's the reason. It's the media. It's the crew. It's the car of tomorrow. Well, you know what? The new chassis is here to stay. If you can't adapt to it, I don't know what you're going to do. Yes, I have to agree. Tony Eury Jr., I don't think, was the right man to be working with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Now, that being said, it still remains to be seen whether he's going to be able to perform without you know Tony Jr. This weekend, though, I mean, it did seem that, like, it was going quite well until he blew an engine. Um, but it still remains to be seen what's going to happen. But my big issue with all of this is how everybody out there seems to be blaming everybody and their mother except for Junior. Well, I happen to like Dale Earnhardt Jr., but I don't think that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a championship caliber driver. And I'm going to get a lot of heat for that, but people have to remember that he's not his dad. He's not his dad. He's never going to be his dad. He doesn't drive like his dad. He's not his dad. It's as simple as that. I have no problem with people being fans of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Like I said, I like Jr. I happen to be a Hendrick fan, and I was a big fan of Jr. even before he joined Hendrick. I never believed in this whole Gordon versus Junior rivalry thing. That, to me, that was completely ridiculous. But I mean, people will have to realize at one point that Junior does have to take responsibility for not performing. The fans and the media and the car and the crew didn't make him miss his pits twice. So, I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Again, I know I'm going to take a lot of heat for it, but you know what, guys? Give it to me. I mean, you guys tell me what you think. I'm completely open to hearing it. And hey, if you guys want to debate, come on Twitter. I'm not there all the time, but I have Twitter on my phone. I check it regularly. Send me a Sorry if the video cut off on you guys there. My camera battery died in the middle of me talking, and I frankly didn't want to re-record 6 minutes of me yapping because I was going to forget something anyway. So like I was saying, give me your thoughts. Let me know what's going on. You can message me on Twitter at the SportsCast. You can also email me at you can email me at thesportscast.to@gmail.com. And check out our MySpace page at www.myspace.com/thesportscast. And let me know what you guys think.